Good morning, everyone. Change direction a little bit today. We're going to have a look at one of the saints. And the saint of today is Pope Saint John I, who lived around about the middle of the 6th century. About 526 is when we find the date associated with him. During that time, while he was Pope, the ruler of Italy, a guy by the name of Theodoric, was very suspicious of the influence of the Catholics. And we can talk about them as being Catholics at this stage. They weren't just early Christians, because the Catholic Church had been established and the papacy had been established. And there were obviously lots of other beliefs going around, and he just felt that he was being challenged, that he felt unsettled because what John I had to say perhaps went against what he believed in, and he felt he was being undermined. So Pope John I tried to make peace with him, but the response that Theodoric had was to throw him into prison and basically leave him there, where he died from what they called mistreatment a few days later, sort of died in detention. So basically he was beaten to death effectively. So he didn't die a good death, and that basically classifies him as a martyr who died for his faith. But it brings to mind that whole tension that we have between the church and the state. Who is actually speaking up against who? I was fascinated to see on TV last week, I think it was, that Archbishop of Canterbury was challenging the British people about the way in which the migrants, illegal migrants, were being treated, and again, you have now a church leader speaking out against a political decision. And so there often is friction, there is dissent, there is argument, if you like, and criticism often between church and state. We need to make quite sure that we always place church, or God's church, the teachings of Jesus, above the teachings of the state. Because there's corruption in what they say. And there's sometimes irregularity, maybe even innocently done. We always need to look to Christ and the church that he established to give us the honest and the correct answer. So you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.